this guided meditation, we're going to look at the Harmonizer survival identity. The Harmonizer pattern is one of the 3 core patterns identified by SII, Survival Identity Integration. All 3 of these patterns attempt to regulate the discomfort of sensation in the body. The Harmonizer pattern operates relationally. And so, let's take a moment to slow ourselves down as we invite the Harmonizer within to step forward, to be felt, to be recognized. And as you settle in, just bring the awareness to a nice place within, resting attention in the heart space. And for the duration of this meditation, let's have an attitude of just allowing everything to be as it is. Whether there are thoughts that come, emotions, or a wide variety of sensations anywhere in the body. We're just going to practice letting it be without fixing or changing it. And as this pattern is relational, let's take a moment to just bring into mind a relationship in your life that's calling your attention. And as we do that, we're just letting the body feel, staying with sensation. Just that 1 second of imagination is enough. So now we can just notice what's here, what's in the heart, what's happening in the chest. And we can practice staying present with ourselves, even as we are in relationship. For this is one of the most challenging lessons for the Harmonizer identity. How can I stay present with myself and what's alive in this moment, even as I'm relating to others? The Harmonizer pattern automatically brings its attention to the other person. What are they feeling? Are they okay? What do they think of me? What emotions are going through them? What are their micro facial expressions show me about what they're feeling? This can bring a lot of discomfort inside. As a lot of hurt may have been experienced when other people, caught in their own stress, said or did hurtful things. That might have been destabilizing for the body. Feeling that things aren't safe relationally. And so I must scan. I must scan to be aware of where others are at. And this ultimately brings attention outside of oneself. So we're going to keep practicing, staying present, resting attention in the heart, not scanning, and even in thoughts might go to imagining what the other person is feeling. Where they're at. Imagining future conversations with them. Ruminating about it. Thinking about what you might say to help them. To help them feel a little better. And this brings us to the next common manifestation of the Harmonizer pattern. The urge to fix, manage, or change something about someone else's experience. if we can help them feel better, then maybe things are okay between them, between us. Maybe there's a greater sense of safety and ease in the relationship. So let's notice that yearning for relationship ease, relationship safety. And often this pattern to fix, help, and care for another person can be challenging to look at, because we often may identify that as being a part of our care. And it's certainly not wrong to do any of those things. But can we be present with others and let them have their experience without needing them to change in any way? And we can see this as a great gift of presence and compassion and trust. And so this is easier said than done. As one of the core beliefs underlying this sense of unease is the sense of responsibility to manage other people's emotional experience. The sense that if they're not okay, I need to do something about it to help them regulate. It's my responsibility. And so we're going to just practice again, staying with our own heart, staying present in our own experience, not leaving or abandoning the relationship, just staying present with ourselves and softening this sense of responsibility. So we can try this mantra. Just notice what happens inside when you hear the words. It's not my responsibility to regulate others. And we're just going to allow whatever feelings come up, recognizing that as just part of the release, part of the integration. There may be a sense of guilt that comes up some unease, some feeling that if you don't do something about their state, then it's selfish or not caring, or you've done something wrong. And we're just going to allow those feelings to be here. Knowing you haven't done anything wrong. Care still exists. Presence still exists. You're just not trying to change them. And in this way, we can show up a little more authentically. A little more alive within our own bodies. A little more allowing of others to be as they are. And with a little less sense of guilt. Which naturally breeds more connection. And ironically, even more support. As we're coming to learn, presence is enough. So take a moment to just feel the gift of your own presence. And how just that is enough. Doesn't mean we don't say anything. Doesn't mean we just have to be silent. Just means we can be there and be with others, even if they are uncomfortable, even if they are in some pain. Presence is enough. This also allows us to have our own boundaries much easier. If a moment or a relationship is not truly aligning, is actually hurting us, or just not what we want, we can make the choice to be where we want to be. Whether in a moment with someone else, or leaving that moment. And so we can trust our sense of boundaries and choice. Trusting our right to say no to a moment, if that's what's true. And knowing we haven't done anything wrong. These ideas can be quite challenging, and so we're just going to allow the body to feel. Letting whatever discomfort is here to be part of the integration, part of the release, not something to be analyzed. As we remember, I can be present without managing connection. I can be present without scanning, without fixing. Without abandoning, without people-pleasing, without making myself small or big. Whether others are comfortable or uncomfortable, I can be present without managing the connection. Presence is enough. Presence is enough. Presence